Welcome to the channel where we unpack timeless wisdom and practical strategies to help you elevate your mindset, refine your communication, and strengthen your relationships. Today, we're tackling a topic that will reshape how you think about attraction and interaction. In a world where everyone is competing for attention, high-value men stand out by doing the opposite. They know the value of pulling back, of knowing when to engage and when to hold back. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about mastering the balance between presence and absence. It's about understanding how to communicate with impact, when to speak, and more importantly, when silence can say even more. In this video, we'll break down how high-value men leverage principles of restraint and self-mastery to communicate effectively and leave a lasting impression. Using subtle strategies and timeless insights from Stoic philosophy, you'll learn how to create intrigue and genuine attraction, not through indifference, but through confidence and purpose. Let's dive into the mindset of a high-value man and discover how this approach transforms the way you connect with women, sparks curiosity, and builds meaningful relationships. Lesson 1. The power of purposeful speech. Effective communication starts with understanding why you're speaking. For the Stoics, words were tools for expressing truth, not for manipulation or showmanship. High-value men adopt a similar approach by speaking with clarity, intention, and a focus on the present moment. How to apply this principle? Speak with intention. Make sure your words reflect your values and purpose. Don't speak just to fill silence. Communicate to foster connection and understanding. Example, instead of asking something superficial like, "What's up?" say, "I was thinking about something you mentioned the other day. What's your take on it?" Practice active listening. One of the most attractive traits is the ability to truly listen. Show that you value her perspective by giving her your full attention. Focus on her words instead of planning your reply. Example, if she shares a challenge, respond with genuine interest. "That seems like it's been weighing on you. How have you been handling it?" Avoid over-talking or seeking validation. Confidence often lies in saying less. Avoid dominating conversations or over-explaining to prove your worth. Let your words and actions speak for themselves. Example, instead of saying, "I loved your idea. It was so creative and impressive," simplify to, "Your idea was impressive. It really got me thinking." Leave space for mystery. Oversharing can weaken intrigue. Choose your words thoughtfully and allow curiosity to build naturally. Example, if she asks about your day, don't recount every detail. Instead, say, "It was productive. I'll tell you more about an exciting project I'm working on when we catch up next." Balance. Assertiveness with empathy. Being assertive doesn't mean being insensitive. Express your thoughts and needs clearly while being mindful of hers. Example, instead of saying, "I don't like when you do that," reframe it to, "I feel more at ease when we approach it this way. What do you think?" Example, if she's sharing a challenge, respond thoughtfully. "That sounds like it's been on your mind for a while. How have you been handling it?" 3. Avoid overt talking or seeking validation. Stoics taught the value of restraint. A high-value man doesn't dominate conversations to prove his worth. He lets his confidence and actions speak for him. Avoid excessive compliments or over-explaining your thoughts. For instance, instead of saying, "I really liked your idea. It was amazing, and I think it's so creative," simply say, "Your idea was impressive. It made think." Leave space for mystery. A high-value man knows that not everything needs to be said. Sharing too much too soon can dilute. Intrigue, Stoic restraint, teaches us to choose words wisely, allowing curiosity to build naturally. Example, if she asks about your day, don't unload every detail. Instead, say, "It was productive. I'll tell you more about a cool project I'm working on When we have more time balance, assertiveness with empathy. Being assertive doesn't mean being overbearing. High-value men communicate their needs clearly while considering the other person's feelings. Example, instead of saying, I don't like when you do, that reframe it, I feel better when we approach it this way. What do you think purposeful speech is about? Creating meaningful connections without losing your sense of self. Every word you say should reflect who you are and what you stand for, leaving a lasting impression without trying too hard. Lesson 2. Mastering emotional presence to stay on someone's mind. A high-value man doesn't just rely on words. He masters the art of emotional presence. Stoicism teaches us to be present in the moment, free from distractions and preoccupations. Women are drawn to men who can fully engage with them, creating a sense of emotional connection and safety. Be fully present. Most people listen to, reply not to understand. A high-value man focuses entirely on the conversation, putting his phone away, maintaining eye contact, and staying engaged. Example, when she's sharing her thoughts, respond with curiosity. That's interesting. What led you to feel that way? 2. Control your emotions. Stoicism emphasizes emotional regulation. A high-value man doesn't let his temper or insecurity dictate his interaction. He remains calm and composed, even during disagreements. Example, if a conversation becomes tense, instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment and say, let me think about that for a second. I want to make sure I respond thoughtfully. 3. Mirror positive energy. Reflecting someone's positive emotions builds rapport. Pay attention to her tone and energy, and subtly match it to create a sense of alignment. Example, if she's excited about something, share in her enthusiasm. That sounds amazing. I can tell you're really passionate about this for show. Genuine empathy. Empathy is more than listening. It's about validating her feelings and showing understanding without judgment. This creates trust and makes you memorable. Example, if she expresses frustration about work, avoid solving her problem immediately. Instead say, that sounds frustrating. How do you usually deal with situations like this? 5. Demonstrate patience. Rushed conversations feel shallow. Take the time to let discussions unfold naturally, even if it means sitting in silence. Occasionally, women notice and appreciate this attentiveness. Example, if there's a pause in the conversation, resist the urge to fill it. Let her decide when to continue. It shows you're comfortable with silence and confident in the moment. Build emotional safety. Emotional safety means she feels she can be herself without fear of judgment or ridicule. This stems from your consistency and openness. Example, if she shares a vulnerable story, respond with support. Thank you for sharing that with me. That must have been difficult. Emotional presence is about creating a space where someone feels valued and understood. By mastering this skill, you make every interaction memorable and impactful, leaving her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. Lesson 3. Confidence through self-mastery. High value. Men don't demand attention. They command it through their sense of self-assurance. This confidence doesn't come from external validation, but from mastering their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Stoicism teaches that true power lies in self-control, and this principle applies directly to how you communicate with women. Know your value. Confidence begins with understanding your worth. A high value man doesn't seek approval from others. Instead, he operates from a place of self-respect. Example, avoid phrases like, do you think I'm good enough for this? Instead, reframe it, I'm confident in my ability to handle this. 2. Speak clearly and directly. Women appreciate clarity and decisiveness. Stoics valued truth and simplicity in communication. No need for flowery language or overcomplication. Example, instead of saying, I think it would be nice if we could maybe hang out sometime, say I'd like to spend time with you this weekend. Let's make it happen. 3. Don't fear rejection. Stoicism teaches that external outcomes are outside our control. A high-value man focuses on what he can control, his effort and mindset. Example: if she declines an invitation, respond with grace. No problem at all. Let me know if you change your mind. Maintain composure. Confidence is often tested during disagreements or uncomfortable moments. Staying calm and collected demonstrates your strength. Example: if she criticizes you, avoid defensiveness. Say, I see your perspective. Let me think about that. 5. Project. Authentic confidence. True confidence doesn't come from boasting or trying to impress. It comes from being authentic. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable being themselves. Example: share your passions and interests without exaggeration. If you love reading philosophy, say, I find Stoicism fascinating. It's helped me navigate challenges in life. 6. Avoid needy behavior. Needy actions stem from insecurity. High-value men give space in relationships, creating a sense of independence and mutual respect. Example: instead of texting her constantly for reassurance, trust that she values you and let her come to you. Practice humility. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance. A high-value man recognizes his strengths while remaining open to learning and growth. Example: if she shares knowledge about something you're unfamiliar with, say, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Tell me more. 8. Let actions speak louder than words. Stoics believed in demonstrating principles through actions, not just words. Confidence is most evident in how you carry yourself and treat others. Thanks for watching. Palaz. Watch next part.